After receiving the 35-year sentence from my plea bargain to keep from avoiding the death sentence, I went from civilian clothes like this to this. Young people, this is not how you want. This is not where you want to be. This is not how you want to look. We just trying to get you to think before you act. I left from, like I said, from civilian clothes to this. I had to stay in these handcuffs at least 2 months, but it's just not a good feeling. I mean, this is just not a good feeling. When you make bad decisions, which is bad choices, you not only hurt your mom. Can you imagine my mom had to see me like this? My loved one had to see me like this. And this is just the beginning stage, because when I left from my civilian clothes to this is what I had to wear. This is what I wore for 13 years, 5 months, and 2 weeks. As you see, it's not a pretty picture. This is a long way from civilian clothes. I can't stress it enough how serious we're trying to get through to young people about making bad choices. Young people, just please take what we are telling you all to heart. Parents, take what we are telling you all to heart, because this is not where you want to be. You've heard my mom speak, you heard family and friends of mine speak, but they're coming from the heart because it was a shock to them. My one bad decision not only hurt me, but it also hurted them. It's kind of like we send out a message of hope. We're letting you know how easy it is to get caught up in the wrong place at the wrong time. I thank God for the simple fact that He brought me to that and through that, but we're trying to keep you all from going through anything like that. Stay in school, do what you have to do to get grounded, stay around positive people, stay in church, continue believing in God. We're just trying to do what we have to do to leave a stain in your brain. This is not how we want you all to look. This is not how we want you all to be looking and dressing in the future. My name is Andrew Collins. I was sentenced to 35 years back in 1992. A first-degree murder, expected aggravated robbery, aggravated burglary. Being in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong crowd costed me 13 years, 5 months, and 2 weeks. I don't know what you are planning to do with your life, but this is not a life in here. This is a whole nother world in here. One thing I realized, when God put me here, I went to God and said, why am I here? I got down on my knees, I stayed down on my knees. And I said, God, why am I here? Why am I here? But it wasn't until He got on me. When I tried to get your undivided attention and tried to get your attention, you ignored me. So God had to do what He had to do to take me out of that world and put me in a world like this. This is not a place to be.
My name is Corey Powell. Was given the death penalty, was reduced to life sentence plus 15 years for being with some guys that I thought was my friend. But later found out that that wasn't true. We just want to let you know that this is not a place for anyone to come to spend the rest of their life. Like I said, I had a life sentence. Only by the grace of God I was released within 7 years. It's kind of rare for an individual with a life sentence to be released in that length of time. What changed my life was really not knowing when I was going to get out, not knowing when I was going to see my family and my son again. That's basically all that you have to look forward to is family and friends when you are behind these bars. Growing up in the church that I did, I knew that God was able to deliver, and I put my trust totally in Him, and He opened the doors for me.
Manuel Donners, 1664-65. Had 9 years for drugs, 8 years for stabbing somebody. I had 3 years for escape from jail. Born and raised in New York, been stabbed in the neck, been in drive-by shootings. Because of being around the wrong people, making some wrong choices and mistakes in life cost me 20 years. 1664, 65 is my prison number. I wasn't known by manual Donnies in the prison, I was known by my number. What are you gonna do with your life? Are you gonna end up where I am, or are you gonna stay out of trouble? You're gonna get away from those that are involved in gangs and drugs and alcohol. You're gonna go to school, get your education. What are you gonna do with your life? Don't do like I did.
And now we're free. This is 1992 is when I entered this place. October the 17th is when the doors opened and I was finally released back into the world. And that's when I started doing what I had to do as far as keeping people and keeping you from making bad decisions like I did then and like some of you all now. My name is Andrew Collins. I want to thank Chief Robert Moore along with Lieutenant Hammond. This is not a place to be. When the doors close, it's over with. For the rest of your life.